What up, YouTube? Heretic here, back with another edition of the Impossible Deck Challenge, this time featuring a deck based around the movie that revealed my favorite Pokemon for the very first time, Lugia. So that movie, of course, is Pokemon 2000, The Power of One, or as I prefer its Japanese title, Revelation Lugia. And so that featured around Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, ultimately leading to the summoning of Lugia. So since all of those are Team Plasma Pokemon EXs, we're going to go ahead and make an expanded deck around it. So actually we already have. So we'll go through the list here for you. We start off with one Lugia EX. So as you guys know, Overflow's ability applies that when an opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from Lugia EX's attack, you take an additional prize card. Lugia's attack for 4 colorless forces you to discard a Plasma Energy attached to it, dealing 120 damage. And of course with Deoxys and Muscle Band and all that, you can boost that number up even higher and get it as high as 180. 200 if you have a Giovanni. So plenty enough to take out a clean, untouched Pokemon EX and claim 3 prizes. 3 Shamans for setup, it's just kind of whatever. 1 Articuno EX, Blizzard for a water and 2 colorless, dealing 60 plus 10 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And Frost Prison for 2 water and 2 colorless, dealing only 80 damage, but if this Pokemon has a Plasma Energy attached to it, they are automatically paralyzed. A mechanic that I still to this day believe should not be in the game, Auto Paralysis, but we will try to take advantage of it here. 1 Moltres EX for a fire and a colorless, does 30, flipping a coin if heads, discarding an energy attached to the defending Pokemon. And then for 2 fire and 2 colorless, dealing 80, plus if you have any Plasma Energy attached to it, an additional 40, bringing the total up to 120. Zapdos EX's second attack is the same as Moltres, so I'm not really going to go over that, just has a different name. And Agility for 1 lightning and 1 colorless, does 30, flip a coin if heads, prevent all effective attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. Pretty handy to have there, a really nice way to stall out. Definitely one of the more useful Plasma EXs that never saw play. 4 Deoxys EX for Power Connect. Each one on our bench makes our other Team Plasma Pokemon do 10 more damage with their attacks. Thundurus EX using Raiden Knuckle for 1 lightning to attach any energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Team Plasma Pokemon. It's an energy accelerator. Hoopa EX because all of our Pokemon are Pokemon EX, so pray we don't hit Safeguard, and Hoopa will pull everything out of the deck. We play Ultra Ball to search out Pokemon that not only Team Plasma, but also just Hoopa, Shaman, early game setup is really good. Escape Rope, being able to switch out on both sides. We run one of those. We also play Team Plasma Ball to search for a Team Plasma Pokemon. Don't have to discard like you do with Ultra Ball, so it's nice to have. 1 switch as well, so it's a 1-1 switch Escape Rope split. I'm actually considering I would consider going to 2 Escape Ropes, but sometimes it's nice just to be able to switch out and use Lugia to take 3. Colress Machine, energy acceleration from the deck at its finest, and I mean that when I say it. This is the card that made Plasma decks tick and just go stupid. Computer Search, just because it's Computer Search. Tool Scrapper to get rid of Head Ringers primarily, and Focus Sash. 4 Puzzle at a time to retrieve lost pieces like Plasma Energies and whatever else you might need. 4 VS Seekers to get back supporters. You guys probably figure that. We run 1 Skyla. Search out a Colress Machine or whatever we need. 1 Giovanni to do extra damage. 1 Getsis. First turn, just discard as gold on turn 1 if you go first. Or against Sableye. Lysander for obvious reasons, pick and choose knockouts. 4 Sycamores to draw more cards, again, very standard. N to shuffle draw, disruption. Colress for massive shuffle draw. Then we play Skyfield because Hoopa's going to set up our bench to a rather large state with all those Deoxys and everything, so just kind of being able to open up our bench to more than 5 slots is usually a pretty good idea. And then we play Muscle Band as well to increase the damage output even more in addition to Giovanni and Deoxys. Finally, we have 1 double colorless energy to work with Lugia, and then we have 4 Plasma Energy, 4 Prism Energy, and 4 Rainbow Energy to work with our massive plethora of attackers. So we'll take it for a spin, and as you guys know, the Impossible Deck Challenge works by we have to win a game to play another game. So it's basically, it's play until you lose. So let's go. Okay, so this guy's got 2 beards in his avatar. That'll change when it clears up here. Okay, yeah, there it is. Just greeny. So we're going first. I like that idea. We have the same deck box, too. Just noticed that. And we're starting with Hoopa. I'm not fond of that. So, alrighty, let's see what we got here. Looks like we're probably just going to be playing an N. He starts a Nincada. Okay. So this ought to be interesting. Be curious to see what we ran into here. Needless to say, I need a new hand, and I need one now. So we can toss Puzzle of Time and the other Ultra Ball out, I guess. Search. Alrighty, what do I... Probably Shaman. Yeah. We'll get Shaman. I like Shaman. We got Deoxys on the bench to start. There's Lugia. Hey, look. Lugia came to party. He can have a Muscle Band. He can have a double colorless. The other two cards here can go screw themselves. Sorry about that. We're getting another Shaman, and hopefully we can hit a Skyfield here at some point. Just try to blow the roof off this thing. Oh, God. Are you kidding me? Yeah, instead we draw that. Cheers, guys. Let's, hopefully... I don't know, maybe our opponent will play an N. Wouldn't that be nice? Roller skates. Another roller skates. Okay. It's ridiculous enough to hit one. Of course, I guess when you play two, the odds are that you'll hit one. So we see a level ball, and he's going to go get another Nincada. I'm going to see some hopeless screams coming down. Yeah, there we go. Ah, why do you have to have... Oh my god. What the... Gets this? And we're going to get 3 cards out of his hand, actually, by doing that. Alright. We get the escape rope, too, so... Please do not be in the prize's last plasma energy. Thank you. So, escape rope. And we've got plenty of plasma energy stock going for next turn. I think this choice is fairly obvious for him. You bring that Deoxys up and you just let the darn thing die. And we'll puzzle for our top 3, and they're not helping. I mean, I don't even think we really need that, to be honest. I'll just take my energy cards. Well, no, I actually won't. Okay. And then we're just going to Plasma Gale here for... I don't know why it's got to make me choose one, whatever, they're the same. But we'll Plasma Gale for a knockout. We'll take 2 prizes for a non-EX Pokemon. Now, if only I could take prizes for knocking out Robo-Subs. So we could see... Okay. So we see Shedinja come out. And it's going to Hopeless Scream for 100 damage. Just like that. So that's a lot of damage, but... I don't really know that that worries me too much. We're going to Ultra Ball here. Throw one of those, and... Yeah, whatever. I'll throw the Shaman. I know that sounds bad, but it's whatever. We'll grab this guy, because I like him. He's cool. He's my homeboy. At least he used to be. Maybe. Anyway, guys, now that you get a little bit of enjoyment out of that, we'll just go ahead and Plasma Gale for the necessary 10 damage with 140 of Overflow. Which still, unfortunately, nets us only 2 prizes instead of, like, 14. But whatever. So, we're going to see another little colorless, and we're going to see a... Yeah, we're going to see Dig here. And he's going to get Tails. So, that's going to be the game. So, we are going to go on to a second game with the power of 1 as the power of 1 Lugia. Pun intended, proves itself. So, let's go to game 2, guys. Okay, so game 2. Pink Pikachu. I don't... That's a weird way to spell pink. think I prefer the
probably taken.
I think I prefer the exclamation point.
Were you gonna say apostrophe?
I was. Yeah.
That makes me sad.
I guess that makes you sad then. I don't. Am I going first? I wasn't even paying attention. Whatever. I'm just gonna put it down. Yeah, I am. That's Latios. Okay. I'm just gonna end up
do well at states with that.
Jacob Hope. Okay. Seems like a fairy. Oh, they didn't have fairy types yet. Zapdos takes a little less energy than Articuno does. Let's use him. Could just as easily power up the Deoxys. Okay, we got all our plasma energies in the deck. Whee! Professor Sycamore. Okay, so I guess we'll play the Skyfield next turn before we dump the rest of this hand. Yeah. Go ahead, pass. Oh my god, is this actually Jacob's deck? I just thought about that. I thought about the typings and I was like, wait a minute, this might actually be his deck. It was Grass Dragon and colorless. This might actually be legit Latios Vileplume. At which point he runs a Giratina, and that's a scary thought.
Oh.
Latias. That's a full art, too. Alrighty. Prism Energy, Battle Compressor. Stuff. Lysander, Juniper, and what? Pokemon Fan Club. Okay, so play your VS Seeker or don't. Hey, cool, I drew a switch. Debating if I want a Skyla. I think I'll just throw it. Okay, so let's see what we get here. We get 2 puzzles at a time. That's pretty cool. Let's get Articuno. Might be able to use Articuno here in a little bit. Could also puzzle a time for a Colress machine. But since we won't get us the knockout... Well, we might be able to get the knockout. Let's see. Ultra Ball. Colress machine. Okay, so let's bring another one of those up here. Ultra Ball away. Lysander and Tool Scrapper. Where's Hoopa? No, you're prized! How dare you? Okay, so I got another one of those. We'll put the Articuno down. Shaman. Muscle Band? There it is. Got him. Team Plasma Ball. Oh, Thunderous. We don't need him right now. And Power Volt, ladies and gentlemen. 170 damage. Woohoo! How about that? So our opponent scoops, so we're 2-0. Woo-woo! Alright, so here we go, round 3. Xerneas coins. Alright, so we're going to be going probably second this game. Yep. Alright. Well, I guess we got a decent attacker to lead with. So we can go ahead and lead with Zapdos. And we got a couple of Deoxys for the bench. And he flips over a Joltik. Rest in peace, Zapdos. I'll miss you. Easy. I guess then expanded. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so our opponent's going to grab a Shaman off that Ultra Ball, attach double colorless, and go ahead and use said Shaman. So we see a Trainer's Mail, grabbing a Battle Compressor. So far we're looking at a standard deck. Waiting for that inevitable computer search, I guess, that would verify Expanded or Jirachi EX. Maybe an Archeops? I don't know. Instead, we just see more Night Marchers. Ultra Ball, discarding more Night Marchers. Another Shaman. Shenanigans. Doo -doo -doo. Waiting for the inevitable 5-minute turn to conclude. Instead, he just AZs. So, one of the Shamans is coming back to his hand. And he's just going to pass. Okay. So, we're going to draw a Shaman. So, we can attach an energy. Yeah, we can attach up here. Skyla for a Colress Machine. We can use that to go grab a Plasma Energy. Try to keep ourselves invulnerable for a turn. And we'll use Shaman to draw some cards while we're at it. Alrighty. Well, we get Articuno, I guess. I mean, he's a semi-attacker, but I think I'd rather attack with Deoxys in this matchup, to be honest. Put the Articuno down. Use Agility for the knockout. Tails, of course. So Pumpkaboo comes up to play. Oh geez. Joy, there's teammates for a double colorless energy and a Dimension Valley. If he's got one of those in hand, he can play a compressor and just knock me out. Or Silver Bangle, actually, if he runs that too, that would do the trick. So a lot of things that could just go crazy here. Just, we see a town map, so one double colorless over there. Also Hex Maniac, worth noting. Puzzle of Time, so looking to get back double colorless and Joltik. Yep. And Joltik hits Zapdos for weakness. So there's the Float Stone, there's the Shaman, he AZ'd last turn. And there's the knockout. Well, looks like he's going to put another Joltik down first. Ow. That hurt. You shouldn't do that. So, yep, okay. Not too surprised there. Okay, so we can play Skyfield down. Attach a Rainbow Energy because, yep. Go like this. And we can get Hoopa. That sounds like fun. Maybe we should have waited and tried to put energy on Thundurus. Thundurus, Shaman, Moltres. Sure thing. Haven't had Moltres out yet this match, or this video. Let's get Moltres down. Alright, we'll put that there. And we didn't draw much. Let's try to Shaman one more time. Need to hit a couple of colorless machines here. Not happening. Ugh. That's as gross can get. Alrighty. So we're gonna get knocked out. Okay, so yeah, he's gonna Lysander a Shaman for an easy knockout rather than, you know, rather than taking the one that actually takes a little bit of skill, and by skill I mean play a battle compressor to maintain. So we'll bring this guy out, and we'll put Lugia down. Raiden Knuckle him for the KO. Let's get a Plasma Energy from the bench onto Lugia. But another Joltik is just going to come up and presumably make Thunderous Plasma Stew out of us here. Or you just Lysander again, yep. Picking on my Shamans. Well, I guess that is the unfortunate end to our impossible deck challenge, everybody. 2 wins is not as many as Mega Charizard got, but still not too bad. So, anyway, that's it for this issue of the Impossible Deck Challenge. I'm Heretic. That was the power of 1, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Cheers.